you're very welcome to this video. This is our 6th video in the topic of insurance for a junior cycle business. And in this video, we are going to learn about the different types of personal insurance that you might take out for yourself. So, there are lots of different types of risks that we face in our daily lives. And for each of those risks, or for many of them at least, there's different types of insurance we can take out to protect ourselves to make sure that we don't incur a loss from these risks. So, what I want you to do now is I want you to pause the video for a moment and think about what examples of risks we face in our daily lives that we can insure against. Pause this video now to take a moment to think about that, and when you're ready, press play even, and we'll continue on. So, let's have a look at the different types of personal insurance. First we're going to look at is health insurance. So, health insurance covers the costs of our medical bills. So, any medical costs we have in case we're sick or we have an accident. This includes the cost of your hospital bills or any procedures or operations you might have when you're there. At the bottom of the screen there you can see 3 different logos, one for VHI Healthcare, one for Leia Healthcare and one for Aviva Health. So there are 3 different companies that offer health insurance. Possibly ask at home, maybe you already have health insurance with one of those companies, you never know. The next type of personal insurance we're going to look at today in this video is income protection insurance. And think about the words there, income. Income, remember, is money that you earn. Protection comes from the word to protect, insurance. So you've probably already guessed what it means, but if not, here you go. If you end up getting sick and you can't work because of your illness, this type of insurance will pay you a replacement income. So it'll mean that you're still going to be earning money even though you're not working. It means the sick person will still be able to pay for their important bills like their mortgage or their rent, so they won't become homeless, or their electricity or things like that. On to our next form of insurance, folks. It's loan repayment insurance, and once again, it's just the way it sounds. If you're going to be getting sick or having an accident, or if you die, or if you lose your job, in other words, if you're not able to earn money anymore, this form of insurance will pay back outstanding payments on a loan you could have. The best example of this would be your mortgage repayment insurance. That in itself is another type of insurance. This is a requirement by most banks when they're giving out mortgages. Remember, a mortgage is a loan to buy a bit of property. So if I want to buy a house, I'm probably going to have to get out a mortgage from the bank. So I'm going to take a loan from the bank to pay for the house called a mortgage. So if I want to get out that mortgage, the bank's going to make me take out mortgage repayment insurance just in case, God forbid, that I was to die, or if I was to get some sort of illness that means I can't work and can't pay for my mortgage. On to our next type of insurance, folks, and this is personal accident insurance. Just the way it sounds there, if in the event that I have an accident, it covers any losses that might happen in that event. It's paid off as a one-off lump sum. You might be aware that lots of schools in Ireland actually give students the option of purchasing personal accident insurance. You might remember those forms when you were in primary school where you'd go home at the start of the year with them. Maybe, maybe not, you never know. And as we move on to the next slide, and this is a bit of a nicer slide, this is your travel insurance. We all love a good old holiday. However, not everything can go right in holidays, and sometimes you can have a disaster over time, and this is what this insurance is for. It covers any losses you might have on your holidays, such as if you were to experience long flight delays or if your flight is cancelled. If you've lost your if your luggage gets lost on the way or if it's delayed getting to you. If your money or your passport is lost or stolen, or if you manage to get injured or sick on your holidays. So anything that can go wrong or horribly bad in your holidays, this type of insurance will cover any losses you will have. So let's say, for example, your flight is cancelled. Well, then they will reimburse you the cost of a plane ticket with a different airline, or with the same airline on a different day or on a different flight. Next up then we have is our PRSI, Pay Related Social Insurance. Now this is one you would have heard before. Think about where you might have heard that already. Yes, folks, it is, of course, a form of income tax. It's paid by all workers on their wages and their salaries to the government. You have to pay this form of insurance. Where it covers various different payments, such as job seekers benefit or job seekers allowance. So if you lose your job, then they give you the money back through the weekly job seekers benefit or allowance payment. If you go on maternity leave and need to claim state maternity benefit, then this is where this money comes from. And if you end up retiring when you're an old person and you want to claim the state pension, then this is where that money comes from as well. And next up we have is our mobile phone, our Gadget Insurance. It's a fairly new type of insurance the last number of years. If you happen to break or lose your mobile phone or whatever the gadget might be, now when I say a gadget I mean like your tablet or your laptop or a piece of technology like that, or if an event your gadget or your phone is stolen, you're going to receive money from the insurance company so you can replace that gadget. And folks, that brings us to the end of this lesson. So now you've learned about all the different types of personal insurance. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you have any questions, ask below in the comments. Why not subscribe to the channel as well? Sure, I'm sure you're sick of me saying it by now. If you haven't already done it, go on, you know you want to. And thanks very much for watching, folks. See you in the next video. Bye now.